Hello learners, I welcome you all on my YouTube channel Literary Classes. Dear learners, today we are going to enjoy a very nice lesson of our grammar. It means students, today we will study in this session, we will enjoy and study a lesson of English grammar. Students, this lesson is beneficial not only for the students of class 9th and 10th, but it is properly beneficial for either you are of 6 or of 7 or of 8, 9 or any other class age. It means generally I can say this chapter is totally beneficial for each student if you are a student of English subject. Let us jump into our today's topic. Students, our topic is, you must have heard very earlier in your books, our topic is, the chapter of the grammar's lesson is determiner. You know, its name is determiner. Some people may say is determiner, they are also correct. But when you say determine, it is a verb. But when you should pronounce it as a noun, you should say determiner. I have syllabicated the word determiner. Determiner. Students, before telling anything about determiner, I would like to draw the attention of all students towards a very nice chapter of English grammar or language that is entitled as adjectives. Yes students, first you must have to be familiar by the term adjectives, and I have not only hopes but have faith that you all are competent in adjectives. So let us move our topic towards adjectives, because students, without going to the chapter of adjectives, it is not possible for a person to understand determiners in a great way or in a greater detailed way. So let me tell you something a little about adjectives. Students, you have read this topic, I think, in every class, till class 8, in every class, whether you were in class 3, 4, 5, or either you are in class 7, 8 or 9, in your grammar book this chapter has been given, adjectives. You know adjectives, I think you are competent in the adjectives. Adjectives, this word is a Latin word. You know, in English, many words have been taken from Latin, Greek, French, Dutch, Spanish, German. So this word is a Latin word. Adjectives, and its definition or its concept is hidden in this word itself. Add means here to increase. Either the spelling is AD. Don't consider ADD means add. Here add means that increases. Ject means by joining. You means of. It means adjective is a word that increases the meaning of what words? Noun and pronouns. That you teachers must have told in this way, that adjectives are the words that tell anything about, that tells something about a noun or a pronoun. It means a word if that is telling, if a word that is indicating, if a word that is showing any indication, anything about a noun or a pronoun, that is an adjective. You know, it is clear. I think that you are master in this topic. Let us proceed from this topic. It means after this topic, I have faith that you know adjectives. Students, if really you have difficulty, you have not understood the concept of adjectives, then go to the comment box and mention, sir, please make a video for adjectives. I would like to make a session for adjectives also. Let us proceed for the next topic. That topic is types of adjectives. Types of adjectives. Students, you know this topic just comes after the learning of what an adjective is. This heading comes, types of adjectives. Students, when we are going to classify anything into some categories, there must be some attitudes, there must be some grounds through which we can or one can classify the things. You can take an example. If I say this is a right angled triangle, and if you say this is a scalene triangle, then if you are saying this is a scalene triangle and you are saying right angled triangle or acute angled triangle, what is the difference? The difference is the attitudes, the basis through which you are saying. If you are saying it is acute angle triangle, your vision of watching this triangle is angle. And when you are saying this is a scalene triangle, your vision, your attitudes of watching, of looking this triangle is its sides. So, students, when we are going to classify the adjectives, it is very important. What is your attitudes through which you are going to look into the sentences or into the classification of adjectives? Let us classify. I think you are not getting bored. Types of adjectives. Students, take example. Man is happy. This man is happy. First, we are going to underline the adjectives in first sentence. Man is happy. You know, man is a noun word. Why? Because it's a name. Man. Any living personality who is full of intellectuals is known as a man. Is verb. Happy. How the man is? Happy. It means this word is telling about the man, the mental condition of the man. This word is describing the condition, the mental condition of the man. It doesn't matter, but simply you can say that this happy. Who is happy? Man is happy. This word is telling about, indicating about man. That is already a noun. So, according to our understanding, we can call it adjective. Happy is adjective. In the second sentence, I have taken the same sentence. I have included one word more. This man. Man is noun. You know. Happy is adjective telling about the man. And what is about this word? This man. This word is also indicating towards the word man, means noun. What I said earlier, if you have understood the concept of adjectives, you may understand it very easily. This word means the word this is indicating about a noun word. From that point of view, it is also an adjective. Now, the time has come, students, to distinguish, to classify between these two adjectives. Students, you may see this word is also an adjective in this sentence, and happy is also. Then what is the difference? What is the difference between this and happy? You should think also. I may also answer, but you should think. Let us analyze these words. Then we will understand what is the main difference. What is the main difference? What are the main points through which we can distinguish these adjectives, this and happy. Students, this word happy is describing about the man, how the man is, what a type of man he is. Happy, how the man is, what is the condition of his mental state. Happy. It means this adjective is describing about the noun. Listen attentively what I am saying again and again. This adjective is describing the man, either mental condition or physical condition or anything more. Simply you can answer how is the man. Man is happy. But this word means this word, this is not describing about the type of man. You may say here this word is not telling this man. This word is not telling any sense that what type of this man is. This is not a describing type. What type it is? When you say man is happy, you can't say that here man is under any limit or restrictions. This is in a generalized form. Man is happy. But when you say this man, consider it very attentively. Dear learners, I will go to very lower level, then I make you understand also. This man, when you say this man is happy, it means this word is limiting this word man. Other mans are not happy. I am talking about this man. Only the man to whom I am indicating is happy. But this is not the condition here. In the first sentence, this is not the condition. When you say man is happy, you are not indicating to a particular man. You are not indicating to a particular group of men. You are indicating generalized sense. Here man is not under a limit, means there is no limit of number, how many men you are talking about. But when you are saying this man, it means you are talking to a one man. When you say these men are happy, suppose that there is a word, on the place of this I put this and it became plural, these men. When you say these men are happy, you are doing the same task, students. These men, when you say this word, these is putting the word men into limit. When you say men are happy, it means the number of men are not definite. There is no limit, there is no criteria. But when you say these men, it means this noun comes into a limit. It means this word, this adjective is putting the noun to a specific point or putting into a limit. It means, in other words, we can say this word, this adjective is determining the number, the quantity or the position. Are you understanding? These are such words are determining, means fixing the number, quantity, position, anything. Then these adjectives are not like this one, happy. So students, you can say on these two grounds whether an adjective is fixing, whether an adjective is creating the limit or making fixation of a noun, or an adjective is describing a noun. We can classify the adjectives into two groups. If an adjective is describing a noun, it is known as descriptive. Descriptive adjectives are describing adjectives, and the adjectives which determine, which tells, which shows the limit, fixation, criteria limit fixation of the adjectives. They don't describe the adjectives. They don't tell how this adjective, how this noun is. Only they show the limit, they show the fixation, they show the criteria, they show the indication. They determine its limit. They are known as, in traditional grammar, restrictive adjectives. You may understand, students, I am going to conclude this discussion that an adjective is broadly classified into two groups. An adjective is broadly classified into two groups: describing adjectives and restrictive adjectives. What are describing adjectives? Describing adjectives are the adjectives that tell how the noun is, how the pronoun is, describes something, tells something about any noun or a pronoun. In other hand, if we talk about the restrictive adjectives put limits, shows limitations, shows a boundary, shows a limit, shows a fixation. On the other hand, they don't describe how the noun is, how the pronoun is. They are known as restrictive. It means they determine the limitations of a noun or a pronoun. Either it is number or quantity or place or position, etc. maybe. So these are known as restrictive adjectives. Students, dear learners, I think that now you have understood. If there is any difficulty, either its explanation, I hope that you must have understood. If you find any difficulty, go to the comment box seriously and mention that what is your problem. In traditional grammar, what is known as restrictive adjectives, in modern grammar, in advanced grammar, now this term is given. Determiners, or you call determiners, it doesn't matter. In modern grammar, the restrictive adjectives are known as determiners. Understood? I think you must have understood. Students, what is the difference between descriptive adjectives and restrictive adjectives? I would like to make an attempt more. I would like to tell you one point more through which you can understand it in a better way. Our topic is same. We are understanding determiners and descriptive adjectives. Means restrictive. One better way is also to understand the determiners and descriptive adjectives. Now I am telling determiners to restrictive adjectives. Students, if there is an adjective in grammar, you can use, or there are the two uses, two ways through which an adjective is used. In grammar, there are two ways, two methods, two processes through which an adjective may be used, and they are known as attributive use and predicative use. Means attributively used and predicatively used. This will help you to discriminate between restrictive adjectives and descriptive adjectives. Students, this is the milestone. It will help you. What I said, these are the two ways we can use an adjective. Suppose that if an adjective comes in this process, noun adjective plus noun. if in any sentence, if an adjective comes in this process, there is an adjective and after then there is a noun. Such is known as attributive use. Why? Because it is qualifying directly. Take an example. Good students learn their lessons. Mention here. Good students. Students is a noun word and good is an adjective. If adjectives are used in such a way, first adjective, then any noun. Such use of adjectives are known as attributively used. Okay, students? Attributive use means what? When an adjective just comes before the noun. There are some slight cases when any other adjectives comes and the position changes, but that is not matter. I will tell you later that also. When an adjective comes before a noun, this type of use of adjectives is known as attributive use. And when there is verb plus adjective, no noun, that is predicatively used. Don't consider that attributive use means only it comes before the predicate. You may see also example. These are good students. Suppose these are good students. You may see also here is also verb, but you can see adjective and then noun. Here is noun, here is adjective. This is also known as attributive use. Predicatively used means not that it comes in only predicate. Remember what I am saying. If a noun, if an adjective is used before a noun about which that word is qualifying directly, that use is as attributively used. Okay. Come to the next point. Predicatively used, an adjective can be used as a predicatively sense. What is this? Suppose you say he is happy. You are ill. This is predicatively used. Here you can see, if you say you are